Islam. It is March the 17th, 2019. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey, Islam Dwayne Bethel Bey. I'm at Whole Foods in Annapolis, Maryland. As a Hebrew Muslim, your wife this lifetime, and my nationality is Moorish American. I'm about to read the Articles of Association of October 20th, 1774. Also, as a Hebrew Muslim, Imani Gray-Bey, and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey. We don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland. We try to respect everyone's boundaries. And I say that with wisdom because as we have we have affirmed as Moorish Americans to uphold the Constitution of 1787, the proclamations of Abraham Lincoln, the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, and we realize masses of people have not been naturalized to do such things, and so by them not being naturalized to do these lawful and civilized acts, they are vulnerable to be used as spiritual terrorists, physical terrorists, and masses of them have the science that causes them to be telepathic. And so it's wisdom we are using, Islam, as Moorish Americans and Hebrew Muslims. Nationality Moorish American. Okay, I'm going to start reading the Articles of Association, October the 20th of 1774. Article of Association, October 20th, 1774, it says, this is the first paragraph. It says, we, His Majesty's most loyal subjects, the delegates of the several colonies of New Hampshire, Massachusetts Bay, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, the three lower countries of Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex, on Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina, deputed to represent them in a Continental Congress held in the city of Philadelphia on the 5th day of September of 1774, avowing our allegiance to His Majesty, our affection and regard for our fellow subjects in Great Britain and elsewhere, affected with the deepest anxiety and most alarming apprehensions at those grievances and distresses with which His Majesty's American subjects are oppressed, and having taken under our most serious deliberation the state of the whole continent, find that the present unhappy situation of our affairs and occasioned by a ruinous system of colony administration adopted by the British ministry about the year 1763, evidently calculated for enslaving these colonies, and with them the British Empire, in persecution of which system various acts of Parliament have been passed for raising a revenue in America, for depriving the American subjects in many instances of the constitutional trial by jury, exposing their lives to danger by directing a new and illegal trial beyond the seas for crimes alleged to have been committed in America. And in prosecution of the same system, several late cruel and oppressive acts have been passed respecting the town of Boston and the Massachusetts Bay, and also an act for extending the province of Quebec so as to border on the western frontiers of these colonies, establishing an arbitrary government therein, and discouraging the settlement of British subjects in that wide extended country. Thus, by the influence of civil principles and ancient prejudice, to dispose the inhabitants to act with hostility against the free Protestant colonies, whenever a wicked ministry shall choose so to direct them. To obtain redress of these grievances which threaten destruction to the lives, liberty, and property of His Majesty's subjects in North America, we are of opinion that a non-importation, non-consumption, and non-exportation agreement, faithfully adhered to, will prove the most speedy, effectual, and peaceable measure. And therefore we do for ourselves and the inhabitants of the several colonies, whom we represent, firmly agree and associate under the sacred ties of virtue, honor, and love for our country as follows. 1. That form and after the first day of December next, we will not import into British America from Great Britain or Ireland any goods, wares, or merchandise whatsoever, or from any other place any such goods, wares, or merchandise as shall have been exported from Great Britain or Ireland. Nor we will, after that day, import any East Indian tea from any part of the world, nor any molasses, syrups, painless, coffee, or pimento from the British plantations or from Dominica, nor wines from Madeira or the Western Islands, nor foreign indigo. Okay? 2. We will neither import nor purchase any slave imported after the first day of December next, after which time we will wholly discontinue the slave trade, and will neither be concerned in it ourselves, nor will we hire our vessels, nor sell our commodities or manufacturers to those who are concerned in it. That's, to me, one of the most vital parts of the Articles of Association of October the 20th of 1774. And then I'm going to go ahead and read 3. As a non-consumption agreement strictly adhered to will be an effectual security for the observation of the non-importation. We, as above, solemnly agree and associate that from this day we will not purchase or use any tea imported on account of the East Indian Company, or any on which a duty hath been or shall be paid. And from and after the first day of March next, we will not purchase or use any East Indian tea whatever, nor we will, nor shall any person for or under us purchase or use any of those goods, wares, or merchandise we have agreed not to import, which we shall know or have cause to suspect were imported after the first day of December, except such as come under the rules and direction of the 10th article hereafter mentioned. Okay, I'm going to stop there and read the rest later. Okay, and this is the Articles of Association of October 20th of 1774. Now I'm going to read from Moorish literature. I've already read this book completely, but I'm going to reread certain parts of it. It's called The Divine Warning by the Prophet for the Nations. The citizens of all free national governments, according to their national constitution, are all one family bearing one free national name. Those who fail to recognize the free national name of their constitutional government are classed as undesirables and are subject to an inferior name, to all inferior names and abuses and mistreatments that the citizens care to bestow upon them. And it is a sin for any group of people to violate the national constitutional laws of a free national government and cling to the names and the principles that delude to slavery. I, the prophet, was prepared by the great God Allah to warn my people to repent from their sinful ways and go back to that state of mind to their forefathers, divine and national principles that will be law abiders, and receive their divine rights as citizens according to the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. They are to claim their own free national name and religion. They are to claim their own free national name and religion. There is but one issue for them to recognize by this government and of the earth, and comes only through the connection of the Moorish Divine National Movement, which is incorporated in the government which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all other nations of the world. And through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights, unmolested by other citizens, that they can cast a free national ballot to the polls under the free national constitution of the state's government, and not under a granted privilege, as has been the existing condition for many generations. You who doubt whether I, the prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know law in the city hall and among the officials in your government, and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply, for they are glad to see me bring you out of darkness into light. Money doesn't make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man and a nation. The wealth of all national governments, gold and silver and commerce, belong to the citizens alone, and without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. And I am hereby calling on all true citizens that stand for a national free government and the enforcement of the Constitution to help me in my great missionary work, because I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. help me to save my people who have fallen from the constitutional laws of the government. I am depending on your support to get them back to the constitutional fold again, that they will learn to love instead of hate, and will live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, supporting our free national Constitution of the United States of America. I love my people, and I desire their unity and mind back to their own free national and divine standard, because day by day they have been violating the national and constitutional laws of their government by claiming names and principles that are unconstitutional. If Italians, Greeks, English, Chinese, Japanese, Turks, and Arabians are forced to proclaim their free national name and religion before the constitutional government of the United States of America, it is no more than right that the law must be enforced upon all other American citizens alike. In all other governments, when a man is born and raised there and asks for his national descent name, and if he fails to it, he is misused, imprisoned, or exiled, because they place their trust upon issues and names that they are neither a part or a partial of. Neither were they formed of their forefathers. Any group of people that fail to answer up to the constitutional standards of law by name and principles, because to be a citizen of any government, you must claim your national descent name, because they place their trust upon issues and names formed by their forefathers. The word Negro alludes in the Latin language to the word nigger, the same as the word color alludes to anything that is painted, varnished, and dyed. And every nation must bear a national descent name of their forefathers, because honoring thy forefathers and thy mothers, your days will be lengthened upon this earth. These names have never been recognized by any true American citizen of this day. Though your free national name, through your free national name, you are known and recognized by all nations of the earth that are recognized by said national government in which they live. The 14th and 15th Amendments brought the North and South in unit, placing the Southerners, who were at that time without power, with the constitutional body of power. And at that time, 1865, the free national constitutional law that was enforced since 1774 declared all men equal and free. And if all men are declared by the free national constitution to be free and equal, since that constitution has never been changed, there is no need for the application of the 14th and 15th Amendments for the salvation of our people and citizens. So, there isn't but one supreme issue for my people to use to redeem that which was lost, and that is through the above statements. Then the lion and the lamb can lie down together in yonder hills, and neither will be harmed, because love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice will be reigning in this land. In those days, the United States will be one of the greatest civilized and prosperous governments of the world. But if the above principles are not carried out by the citizens and my people in this government, the worst is yet to come. Because the great God of the universe is not pleased with the works that are being performed in North America by my people, and this great sin must be removed from the land to save it from enormous earthquakes, diseases, etc. And I, the prophet, do hereby believe that this administration of the government, being more wisely prepared by more genius citizens that believe in their free national constitution and laws, and through the help of such classes of citizens, I, the prophet, truly believe that my people will find the true and divine way of their forefathers, and learn to stop serving carnal customs and merely ideas of men that have never done them any good but have always harmed them. So I, the prophet, am hereby calling out loud with a divine plea to all true American citizens to help me to remove this great sin which has been committed and is being practiced by my people in the United States of America, because they know it is not the true and divine way, and without understanding they have fallen from the true light into utter darkness of sin. And there is not a nation on earth today that will recognize them socially, religiously, politically, or economically, etc. In their present condition of their endeavorment, in which they themselves try to force upon a civilized world, they will not refrain from their sinful ways of action, and their deeds have brought Jim Crowism, segregation, and everything that brings harm to human beings on earth. And they fought the Southerner for all these great misuses. But I have traveled in the South and have examined conditions there, and it is the works of my people continuously practicing the things which bring dishonor, disgrace, and disrespect to any nation that lives the life. And I hereby calling on all true American citizens for moral support and finance to help me in my great missionary work, to bring my people out of darkness into marvelous light. Islam. This is from the prophet. This is from the prophet. So this is great. And it's called a divine warning by the prophet for the nation, Islam. Okay. Islam is March the 17th, 2019. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey. Nationality, Moorish American, Islam. I read this as a Hebrew Muslim, and Beye as your wife this lifetime, Islam.